Oh, so anyway, I told my wife I'll just start doing them out here on this thing. Um, we tried our Facebook video stuff, and for some reason or another, it's like I said, Facebook's always bugged. Always somebody on there fooling around. Always something. One thing I've noticed, another problem. It's the same problem. That's why I don't like social media much. I mean, I like some of it. I like the fact that you can come out here and talk, and people can kind of interact with you, maybe comments or something. But I don't like when I was when I was on there, and the last time I tried to actually make a Facebook, I've tried to go the other way around. I didn't, I had one under my name. I couldn't get 10 goddamn people. 10. I'm not just talking about 10 people that's family or nothing like that. I don't want nothing to do with that. Matter of fact, the only one I would have added would have been Danny. But anyway, and I ain't talking about the dang people in all them other states. I ain't worried about that. But when you can't go on there and find 10 fucking people in your local area to get on them sites and to get on there, and I'm not saying stay on there all day, but it gets freaking old the way everybody treats them. Like they don't even have a goal in mind. They don't even, all they do is just throw shit together. I looked on there this morning and my wife said, "Oh, Derek, these people been sending me stuff." And I reckon she just threw them on there. Like I said, I'm not saying they ain't nice people, and I'm not saying they don't look good on the outside. But my whole point is, my wife knows where I'm fixing to go. What good is that for us? Nothing. Doesn't do a thing for nobody. I mean, for all we know, they're going to ask for something, money or something. And it's, it defeats the purpose. Oh, yeah, they'll get on there. They'll say hi, hello, and all that stuff, but you ain't going to get nowhere with them. I mean, you might as well just not even tell me about them, because they're no good. They're only as good as wherever they live at, and that's as far as they're going. Their mailbox and back home. If they've got a job nearby, they'll go to it, I'm sure. They'll go to their local grocery store, supermarket, or wherever they go to get their groceries. If you live out there in Florida and all these other states, and you live out there in their most popular areas, you're going to be going to wherever it is, the high spots, the beaches, and all that other stuff. That's why I'm just trying to speak the truth. I know it hurts, but it's not going to get me or my wife anywhere. I know they look good. I looked at a few of them this morning, but I mean, pictures ain't going to do you any good, especially if you don't have it on the inside. That's where it really counts. As much as I like the outside, and as much as I'm sure my wife likes to think, well, if they look good on the outside, they should be fairly decent on the inside. Well, that's something we don't know. So again, I just, the reason I titled this the way I did, Good Morning to Twitter, Facebook, and all that, was because I couldn't get my Facebook thing to work on the video portion, and usually I'll share them out. But yeah, a lot of people just thinks that we're, sitting here making stuff up or whatever. And like I was referring to the Facebook portion of things, everybody thought it was a joke when somebody had come out of nowhere to us. And at the time I tried that was some people out of state. I tried it. It didn't work. As they didn't have all their stuff checked out and everything wasn't looked into, apparently. Because I never would have done what some of these people have done, especially getting on them ads, seeing them scroll down the thing. I was watching my wife last night, and these people got these little, it looks like poster boards. And they can go on there and they put the little background on there, and then they type all this shit out on a thing, and it looks just like looks like you just took a crayon and like she would do, and put color something in. And it just, it's silly. And I mean, you'll see that up and down. It could be good stuff, bad stuff. It could be good and bad in between. Yeah, I've seen it all. And then some of them, they'll just put an actual picture out there and they'll have that. I mean, I've seen all this stuff up and down everything. It's all, yeah, it just sucks. Like I said, I shared an old video from here, hoping maybe get some traction. If nothing else, maybe just that'll let people know we actually have a YouTube. And if somebody were to get on there and whether they was, I mean, I'm just saying, I ain't got nothing against them out of state, but they're less likely to entertain this offer, and they're less likely to be honest and truthful with you. Because I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but we don't have the funds and the money to be affording y'all's gas. I mean, that's just the honest truth. We did that one time. And back when I was able to kind of figure stuff out, and it wasn't like it was $10,000 and stuff, and that's it. It was a little bit here and a little bit there. I was going in between my work check and my weekly money that was being sent out and all that. And we tried to manage so we could get this person home, but she never wanted to have anything go right. So she just kept fucking around, and so when it came down to $20 or nothing, I said, well, I'm gonna leave it up to my wife. We said it when we woke up. I said, if you said no, it's no, because I was burnt out, and I don't fall for just anything. Had she not wrote the message she wrote, and it was so nice and neat, pretty, sound good, and it's more than I can say for 99% of the other people who always just send a friend request out. And unfortunately, like with all social media, most of the time, it's you usually having to do the work. If you don't say hi or hello or nothing, you don't usually get nothing. So, again, it's just what I hate about it. And that's why my wife knows that's why now I tear down any kind of, I don't even give hardly any good credit to social media no more. If you get on Twitter, for example, you'll have a celebrity. They're like, "Well, are you a fan of mine? Are you this? Are you that?" What does it matter? What does it matter? There ain't nothing tied. It means nothing. I'd be honest with you. I mean, had there been some famous person that I really watched or had listened to their music, and had they been out here in Decatur or Athens or somewhere, and had they been somewhere where I could have got to them, yeah, if it's somebody I really liked, I might want to say something to them, but I don't know if they'd be good about it. I don't know if they're, if they'd be in between or, like I said. But they live out there in all these other places and most popular places out there in these states. They hardly know, there's been no famous person here except for Ronald Reagan. President Ronald Reagan came down here when I was real little, down here to the Meigs County Courthouse, not the new one, but the old one. But they've added it. They made it bigger, and they made it you know, same spot, but it was redone about 20 years ago or thereabouts. And yeah, that's the most famous person that's ever been down here. The Confederate Railroad came down here a few years back before the fire stuff. I wanted to go see them because somebody knew who they were and got in contact with them. And they have this summer nights crap down here, and I really want to go see that because I knew I'd sit there and watch it. And it don't cost nothing, but a lot of times when it's something don't cost nothing, it's just the usual stuff like church singing stuff or somebody out there butchering songs they don't know how to sing. Gets on my dang nerves. And because I've heard one of them, I was over at my mom's the last time. That's some of the awfulest garbage I ever heard in my life. Songs I listened to on the radio being butchered. You know, it sounded awful. And good. I wouldn't even have bought nothing there. I'd have went home. They would have got a dime off of me. But no, that's just some of the most awful stuff that's ever been created. I remember getting mad at courthouse. I called the courthouse trying to find out how this got started and why. Oh, they're like, oh yeah, we put stuff out in Cleveland and Chattanooga and around. We get about 1,000 people or whatever it was that, you know, and now we get 1,500 and this and that at the time when I called. I said, so you neglect, it's up here in Decatur, but you neglect to put a paper out, right? I said, yeah, you'll put a paper out for the fair. And you'll let us know that it's coming. Oh, it costs too much money to do this and that. And I said, you know, I can tell you what I would have told her. I don't know whether I did or not. I can't remember. But I said, well, you know, I would have said, well, you know, it ain't no different from how much that paper cost. It costs about the same to do that as it would that one. You know, you know, I don't understand. I mean, you're going to do one thing one way and you're going to do another. I mean, I can understand not doing it for everything, but when you've got something that's been new to this town and it's not like Riverbend, but you know, it'd be something to tell people about and make a paper on. Who was coming and what day and all that. So they want you to, we made a Facebook, we did this and we did that, we got a site up. Oh my God. Why do we have to resort to all this modern bullshit just to get somewhere, you know, like that? When you've got mail that come in your mailbox, it just shows me they're lazy. They're lazy at wanting everybody to get all into this modern BS that they always crow about on TV. Every time, you know, my dad used to say that Verizon would do that where they, you know, oh, here's your new phone, you know. He never bought into it. He told me, and you know, he had the same phone. The first phone he ever bought, the first charger he ever bought, the first battery he ever bought was still in the same phone. It was one of these little bitty phones. I showed my wife what his looked like. It was a similar look. I mean, it's the smallest phone I've ever seen in my life. And you know, mine's a little bit bigger, but well, it's way bigger than his. But this, can I give this to Buster? Yeah, you can give it to Buster. But yeah, I was gonna come out here and just kind of you know, put out something for this morning. But yeah, you know, me and my wife was gonna make a video straight from Facebook, but apparently it wasn't it wouldn't do its job today. So I said, well, come out here, 'cause I can go usually a couple hours on this and it won't bother it. But Facebook's always kind of been a pain. Even Twitter, like I said, it's just nothing interesting. But we check our stuff and all that. So everybody, I've shared a video from yesterday, and I shared one of the others. So if we get any comments, likes, or something, my wife can ever find somebody maybe in Decatur, hopefully, or if they'll just show up, on one of them things. Maybe we can go on there and kind of test it out. We ain't been on there in a while. But I was just going to put a few things out here. Since I've already practically run down everything that I need to put anything, I was just going to do it if it was from the Facebook end where there was people seeing me on there live. But they don't seem to, them out of town, and especially them people out of state, don't seem to care. Anyway, we'll see you later. Oh, did you want to say something? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was just checking. All right.